success and a higher efficiency for Minnesota.
The contrast of the hitting percentage really puts a period on your comment there, but Rainbow Wahine starting strong here in set 3.
And you see right now that Granado's still in. Usually Kalei Greeley is that other outside hitter for Hawaii, but Dave Shoji changing up his lineup, trying to find what piece might give a spark off the bench.
Service error. Nikki Taylor just missed on that one. Santana back to serve for the Golden Gophers. Taylor goes up strong. Back set to hand attack. Tie is there. But the second ball falls to the ground as the freshman Granado was waiting for Higgins to get to it.
And that's what you get when you put someone from the bench onto the court. The team chemistry that you worked on all season long might not be perfect. And really, Maglio could have gone for it. You also saw Granado who could have gone for it. But it was a great up and dig and an opportunity really for Hawaii to have a great scramble play.
Santana serving. Saved by Taylor. Manu Oleval sends over the free ball. And a tap crushes it.
And a tap chasing down the set here. Perfect footwork. You see just a quick 1-2 step, recognizing, okay, I've got a lot of line to work with. I'm going to use it, challenging Kahakai down the line. And really just too much velocity on that ball to handle.
We spoke with Dolly Santana on the 4-team practice day. She revealed something that was fairly scary to Minnesota fans as well. She almost played her collegiate volleyball at Arkansas for Puerto Rican national coach Robert Polisa. Point Hawaii.
And now we see Emily Maglio. We talked about the middles getting going. That's McGill and Maglio. Finally, we see a little bit more of some pop on the ball coming out of the middle. That's the timing that we've been looking for Hawaii through the first 2 sets.
Back to serve. Real high. Higgins knew that that was going to be just too close to the net, and that kind of reveals that she is an undersized setter.
Yeah, right now Taylor Higgins coming in at 5'9". She's going up and trying to get a ball from 6'1" Sarah Wilhite, but you can see the height differential there, and Sarah Wilhite winning that one.
Rosado back to serve now, and to finish the Dolly Santana story, it was her mom who encouraged her to take the visit to Minnesota. Santana said she visited Minneapolis, got to be around the team, and knew that that was her volleyball home.
Because moms always know best.
Kids, listen to your parents. I promise. Maria and I have learned time and again that moms do know best. Savannah Kahakai's mom, on the other hand, number 15 for Hawaii, about to serve. She wanted her to go off the islands, perhaps experience volleyball somewhere else, but it was always Kahakai's dream to play for the Rainbow Wahine. McGill in the middle. When Hawaii is having success, that's what it looks like. Olivia McGill in the center.
It is, and so we saw Maglio have some success with the kill early in the 3rd set. Now Olivia McGill getting off to a quick start, the 6'1" senior, adding in a little bit of good timing with her setter, Taylor Higgins.
Leval outside, no touch, point Minnesota. Junior Katie Shaw back to serve now, one of 4 Iron women on Minnesota's team, along with Santana, Dalianlis Rosado, and Paige Tan, the only players who played every set this season for the Golden Gophers. Gill just hits the back line.
And this time going with the 3 ball for McGill. That's just about 3 feet away from your setter. A nice set that time coming out of Taylor Higgins, forcing Minnesota's blockers to move around a little bit. Can't run plays right at them because we saw what happened when they do that.
Service ace, Taylor Higgins.
There's a little bit of energy. That's the confidence that you need if you're Hawaii right now and you're down 2 sets. You really want to use this juice
that they're generated in the third. Page tap, lays one down.
Paige Tapp has really come along here. All Big Ten honorable mention. You see the swing there coming off of the slide hit.
Serving for Minnesota. Short set by Seliger Swenson, done by Kahakai. Taylor terminates.
I like to call that the money spot because there's usually no defender digging inside of the 10-foot line. That sharp of a cross-court angle. Rosado doesn't even make a move for it. She sees the double block. Nikki Taylor making some adjustments here in the third set. She was blocked several times in the first two, but she's made some changes to her offensive game.
Hawaii enjoying the second lead of the match and building on it with the block.
There's McKenna Granado coming in. Remember, she's the spark off of the bench. Paige Tapp trying to go with the roll shot, but the hang time in favor of Hawaii.
Granado was the high school state player of the year last year as a senior in high school for the Punahou School. Montana into the block. Out of bounds. Saw that happen in the first set as well. She just hits it so hard that it soars off the block.
Yes, that's a lot of power coming off of the arm for Santana. And she's always hitting into the top of the block. I mean, she's looking to use. Rarely do you see her get moved straight down.
It's with the back set to Taylor. McGill. Nice save by Seliger Swenson. And Santana with the finish.
Great work by Katie Shaw. I mean, secondary setter has to step in here because Samantha Seliger Swenson takes the first ball. Watch this go set. Still the quick tempo that Dolly Santana likes to hit. Not a lot of height on that, and she's still able to find her seam.
Shaw had 9 digs, third on the team, 3 assists in the victory against Illinois in the regional semifinals. Nice work by Gaynor there to keep the ball off the floor. Point, Rainbow Wahine.
That's the block that Hawaii's been looking for this entire match. Olivia McGill getting out, finishing the block, closing back in against Dolly Santana. That's one of the rare blocks that we've seen against the Big Ten Player of the Year.
Marie Anderson serving now, the sophomore out of the Punahou School. There are 4 players from the Punahou School on this Rainbow Wahine squad. First time they've had 4 players from the same school, 1 in each class. Higgins with the back set to Taylor. Cross court, too wide. Attack error.
Nikki Taylor looking for the same spot that she found on the outside. Check out the hustle play from Minnesota, just having to keep that ball alive. But the swing, it was close, but just wide for Nikki Taylor.
Katie Shaw has done a lot of yeoman's work in that back row, especially in this third set. Manu Olivao. Nice job by Maglio to keep her composure at the net and set up that opportunity for her teammate Taylor.
And that's a little bit of release of some of the frustration maybe after hitting the last ball out. Nikki Taylor not leaving any room for questions. Let's go straight down the line. Rosado, I'm not giving you a chance to dig the ball either. Exclamation point before she heads to the back line to serve.
Taylor's older brother Josh, 2-time All-American volleyball player at Pepperdine. It's all in the family. She didn't start playing volleyball until she was in high school. Just a pure athlete with a high volleyball IQ to complement it now.
And you would never know that that was the case. But you see they're getting up strong out of the back row. Looks like she's attacking from the front row. You got to put 2 blockers up against her, challenging Samantha Seliger Swenson to make a play.
Nice pass by Santana. Heady choice.
Out of the freshman setter, going up, recognizing she hasn't gone over on 2 very much in this match. I think I'll just test the well. Let's just test the sweet spot of the defense and see what we got going, and it works out.
Celica Swinson's mom, Vicki, was her high school coach at Hopkins High, and Vicki played her college volleyball just up the road at Iowa State. Higgins counters going over on 2.
The setters trading points a little bit. Operating so that their offense can stay running. A good decision by Taylor Higgins. That's a very tight ball, and Higgins doesn't get very many opportunities to go over on 2. It's only a 5'9" setter in the front row.
Service error from McKenna Granado. More newcomers to this Hawaii team, including the 6-foot Granado, make this the tallest Rainbow Wahine team that Dave Shoji has ever enjoyed in his Hall of Fame career. Then a freshman, Natasha Burns, who hasn't played yet this year, that's 6'5". She'll be making an impact next year for the Rainbow Wahine. What a save by Will Height. Tough position. It would have been hard to get past Minnesota.
That's right. It was a secondary setter that had to step in, but it starts with Minnesota and Will Height. Look at this perfect pancake dig. I mean, gets it just in time to keep the ball alive. Kahakai has to be the secondary setter, and a good job stepping in and coming up with the block as Hollywood.
Tied at 12s now. Rosado serving for Minnesota. Higgins on 2.
Well, if you're not going to jump with the setter, and front row blockers are always supposed to stay aware and say that there's 2 hitters up, the setter's front row, you got to stay in shade in front of her. That means always be in her vision there. But no one's thinking that Taylor Higgins is an offensive threat.
Taylor Higgins is thinking that. Back set to stab. High off the block, Point Golden Gophers.
Paige Tapp getting a lot of work in, working through around the entire net, this time getting an opportunity to swing on that right side. Paige and Van Tapp are very dynamic in the fact that they can swing from the right front and in the middle and run quicks all across the line.
Nice one-handed dig by Kahakai, and the finishing touch, Taylor.
Taylor points straight at Kahakai because that's the dig that sets up an opportunity for her to get the kill. One-handed dig out of the libero. Quick hands by Taylor Higgins, and a good decision to go with that line shot is Nikki Taylor.
Service error gives us the 6th tie of this 3rd set between Hawaii and Minnesota. Remember, in women's college volleyball, 1st to 3 victories wins the match. Minnesota leading 2-1. Hawaii coming out of the intermission looking to stay alive in this match. Taylor outside. Got it. There's a timeout on the floor with Hawaii leading by 1. We will take it with them. Come on back.